Hi, this is Mia, and I am really upset. And my partner told me to think happy thoughts and to be happy that our kids are healthy and all this stuff. And putting stuff in perspective, I did the same thing this morning on the video. It's approximately 1 hour that I put up this morning about staying sober and all that. And right now, I'm going to get out of my meeting. So I'm going to put my alarm for 1. I got another job, and I have a bunch of stuff to do, and definitely, like, until I die, I guess. I never have a day off, even when it's a holiday. Let me see when I have to keep changing from morning to evening. I'm gonna have to put my job. I want to be getting ready at 1. So if I happen to not have a shower yet, let's see. Wait, today's not Saturday, is it? No. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay. So I had one job that was taking me out of state because nobody wanted to do it, and I have another job that says you can't go out of state for work, but we recommend you don't go out for pleasure, but if you go shopping in a certain state, that's okay. So I was like, oh my god, I just got back. Can I even work this job right now for if they want a negative COVID test or 14-day quarantine? But then the other job, like, there was for the census, there was 3 or 4 incorrect addresses. And there was some no trespassing, and there was some gun violence. So I'm not, and it's like a holiday. Like, there's some counties and states and federal have today as a federal holiday, like a 4-day weekend. So I'm just getting this text at 10:30 saying that I had to contact somebody. I don't even understand who it is. So I'm really ticked off. I started crying before my partner went to work because I was thinking that what I said at the end of the last video, which I'm going to post, having the people tell me that it's my fault that people are mad at me, and that it's my fault that I attract negative people and racist people to make comments towards me, and that basically if I'm a victim of a crime such as sexual assault, which has happened, that it's my fault. And if someone's treating me poorly, or if I'm not successful, or people in this county are mean, or people around here don't want to hire me for my business, or they want to take advantage of me, that it's my fault. I was like, I might have said this earlier. I was crying after Thanksgiving, putting it in perspective, good and bad memories. So what I'm thinking is that I had that come across, and my boyfriend is trying to say that I'm twisting somebody's words. Wife's apostrophe S terms. But what my mind recognizes is that you're deserving. They're like, he's like, yeah, an animal that's been hurt, you put a hand up and they cower back. And it's like, even if you're not hitting the animal, you're putting your hand up to wave at your neighbor or whatever. And it's like, yeah, but is that a reason for me? In my mind, if my animal has been abused and I adopt it and it doesn't like your hand up or hat on your head, just because it cowers back for me, it does not mean that I'm going to beat the animal because somebody else did, and because they have been beaten in the past, that doesn't make me say let's pass this animal from family to family so that we can beat on it. And so that's like people stealing from me when I don't steal from them. Is I don't get it. It's like you can go to a free place. You can put up a Craigslist, I need this, or I need to go to social services because you need food stamps, you know, and I'll put PTSD as a thing. What I'm thinking right now is what I said at the end of this video I'm posting right now. It's approximately an hour. What I'm thinking right now is, seriously, guys, is it is not the victim's fault. And you watch the old, I started talking about crime shows. You watch the old crime shows, and you have that mentality that this woman's drinking at a party wearing a miniskirt and acting promiscuous, that she has the right to be raped. You have the other shows saying, oh, well, nobody's going to care that they serial kill prostitutes, you know, because people, they agree that, or people think that everyone would agree that nobody wants to look for these people, that nobody wants to care that these people are on the street walking, and that they're going to be missed, or that the police are, oh, you know, it's like these babies being hurt or killed, or certain families and certain neighborhoods have their children abducted, and the manhunts go out. You know, they did that in trying my personal stuff. They did that in Oregon, and Ashley Pond and Miranda Gavis case happened, and it was all over the news. My ex-husband was around their apartment complex. I got paranoid, and like I told my partner, you watch these shows and you remember that there's people in the world that do things that are not wholesome, and the TV program is not wholesome, and everything, from my point of view, everything's the same. You watch a documentary where someone's fishing, you watch the gold thing, you watch the news, you watch a crime show, whether it's fiction or fact or fiction based, you know, it's like Sherlock Holmes. It could be, this could happen, or maybe something similar to this happened, you know, and they're making a drama, sitcom or a TV program about it. Comedy. I don't like Saturday Night Live making fun of people for rape, for sexual assault, and other kind of gross things. Like, I can tell that someone's putting some adult content. You know, if I was a teenager, I'd be like, ooh, I'm gonna watch this show because I'm learning some stuff. But in my mind, it's like, if there's some adult things, sex things, or weird behaviors, that's one thing. But to make fun of sex assault, or to have the characters, I don't know, like, go there. That's all I could say. It's sickening to my mind. This is not Swingers Club. This is not, you know, what is it? You know, daddy, what is that? Oh my god, I can't even think of those type of relationships. There's different types of relationship, even fetish. It's assault, it's a crime, it's not sexy, it's not okay, it's not okay. It's not okay. And you'll see some on the crime shows where the criminals, sometimes they're start to give out clues. First they're not getting caught, and they're like, ooh, and then they get addicted to it, and then sometimes at the end, it's like they give out clues. They're like, I want to be caught, you know, I want to be done. But yeah, this job thing is driving me crazy. These people did not support me when I wasn't receiving a paycheck. They were not supportive of me when I got, when I didn't get the, what do you call it, support about police report that I needed to make, going out and driving 300 miles one way to some neighborhood where I don't fit in. But the one thing about these different programs, and this is all coming from what my teacher called the idiot box, you could still see how different demographics are treated. So on these crime shows, I was appalled after watching just like 2 or 3 episodes. I was appalled that the white males, they had a whole bunch of, evidence, and that they say 11. They were letting these guys go from 2 to 3 years to some of the guys to 16, 17, 20 years. They were watching them, and these fools were caught killing over 20 people. And they had this black guy, and none of this is right. They had this black guy. Probably gave me the address is wrong. I'm gonna text this person. Yeah, they reassigned me some cases. I didn't put the notes about the refusal. That was somebody else. Anyways, stupid people. I'm gonna say text, and I saw they don't even read this. They don't even read the notes. Yeah, I wrote notes in here that said that the address does not exist. Someone else knocked on a door that wasn't the right door. So, anyways, stupid people. I have had several. They try to tell me I lied, that some guy threatened me with a gun, and they reassigned me the stupid case. It's still on my caseload. They told me I lied, that I didn't write that in my notes, so I got to screenshot my crop. Anyways, I just follow up with phone call. Like, phone call? There's no phone number. I said, I gladly. Oh my god, I gladly call these people, right? If I find a phone number, I will call them right now. Let's see if there's a phone number on this mug. How do you see if there's a phone number? There's a way you can see. Let's see. There's a way you can tell if there's a phone number. Fax. What is that? What is this? Oh, oh my god, there's questions and answers. I didn't even realize that. So, good to know. I need to close out of this. Return to fax. This is the thing, I don't know how to close out of this. There's no like X button. Yeah, they don't. They can't complain to you if they don't read the freaking notes. My other job it was a vending job. It had a product that we were demoing that had fish oil in it, and it didn't disclose that on the label, and there was no warning. We have a standard warning, but usually when there's a product that has like fish or weed or shellfish or whatever, we have even a separate sign. Especially as something like a vitamin, people might not think if it has like the omegas or whatever, because you think it's just a multivitamin. And I had said this doesn't feel safe. I'm telling everybody that it has this product in it. It doesn't have. I don't think when you look at the back of a package and it says contains wheat, contains shellfish, may contain peanuts, or made in a factory that has milk and or dairy, etc. And this one didn't have that fish thing on it. And so I was telling my customers, by the way, this contains fish, because there's kids that'll come up and take it. And they had free samples. And nobody said anything. We had this demo like, I swear, 10 times. And then I shut the demo down a couple weeks later. And I was like, one of my coworkers came and worked in my store, and they said, oh, I had a guy take this and run to the bathroom having an allergic reaction where he's starting to swell up because he's allergic to fish. And I was like, oh my God, I wrote that, don't they read these things that, and then it was like off. I don't know why it was not being done for like months, and then they came back to the same stupid thing. But I was like, it was like probably one of the most popular ones. People have to take a chance, or they don't. People need to, if they have allergies, they need to read labels and check it. And it's not a courtesy just to say, oh, I'm gonna say that this contains A, B, and C product. Like, it should be labeled correctly when you sell a product in the store if it's a high allergen thing. But some healthy products they'll put like does not contain corn, does not contain this or whatever. It's different tree nuts and all that. I think it's instead people have like kosher. Like, I was like, oh, I'll use a new knife and a new cutting board for you. Or just open the package and tear a piece off. It's like, they're like, was there ever meat cut on this cutting board? And I was like, I can't say there wasn't, but I can't say there wasn't meat. So, um, I, so going back to these TV shows and then the crime show, this cold case files, the black guy, they got him fast. And it's good that they got this guy off the street because he had killed 3 women, or he had hurt or killed 3. And these white guys went years and years and years and years. And they saw all this evidence, some of the DNA samples and the semen all that stuff, fingerprints. But for some reason, they still didn't just take him in and bust him. They would have to get him for something else. There was a white woman on the show, and she went, was it 20 years? I don't know if it was her boyfriend or her friend. She had bought a house. He had co-signed a house for her. So it's a spoiler. I don't remember the whole story. So there was a house that she co-signed with this man. And they said that the relationship went bad. Like, there's a picture of them together smiling. And that supposedly he had helped her get this house so she could get her kids back. So that's already a red flag. Why are her kids not in the house? Or did she become homeless? Did she have drug problem? Like, so this white lady ended up taking out an insurance policy on this man, on this boyfriend, or on this friend. And it was only a $12,000 policy, which is kind of odd, but I guess it was back in the 80s, so it was probably more money. And the man turns up missing, and she had, was it just like the final payment on the house, like $500? I might have this story mixed up because I've been reading a lot too. So basically, this woman has one more payment on the house, or the house is paid off, or in case the other person disappears or something. So she has this house. She has this guy disappear. they question her. I don't know if they searched her car. I don't think they did much of anything. I don't even know if they questioned her. But she goes to the police and says, hey, I need you to declare this man dead. And when they declared him dead, she went and cashed in the real estate. She cashed in the paper policy, and she also apparently got the house, and she ended up having to have them declare him dead. I don't know if it was a few months or a year later. I feel like it was not very long. I don't know if he had kids and family or two, but so she has this insurance policy out on this dude. She has a co-sign, or he co-signed the house, or they have a deed. I don't know, something that they are associated. She's able to keep the house and live in the house. Then the cops finally get a warrant for something to dig up the yard, and so they're digging up the yard because there's an old well on the property that she had some work done in the yard to cover up this well. I think when the crime happened, so like 20 years prior. So they finally got a warrant to tear that up. And she's like, was this her? Oh, if you find any bodies, this is an old, I gotta clean off my phone, speaking of old stuff. I got old stuff on there. If you find any bodies, it's because this might have been another story, but basically, if it's this story or another story, how do the criminals, the murderers, oh, if you find a body in my yard, it's an old burial ground, this is secret land. So someone said something along those lines, or I think that was a different story. I think she said, oh, if you find something in the well, I don't know anything about it. So they end up finding this man in the well wrapped in a carpet. So somehow she had or hired someone to kill this man. I don't remember the end of the story. Put him in the old well and cover up the well and live 20 years. And wouldn't you think it's highly suspicious when a man, there was another one. So I only saw 2 shows where there was people of color. One was the black male, and he was the actual bad guy. Another was that same story. He had assaulted an Asian American woman and her boyfriend. The door was locked, and he came home, and actually she was being hurt. So the deadbolt from the inside, I guess he didn't have the key to the deadbolt. So unfortunately, he went out to smoke and came back, and of course the police said you were there at the crime at the time, and this and this and this. So they blamed him, and he's like, I don't care what you do to me. Find my girlfriend or find who did this. Because I don't know if she was in. He was like, I don't care what you do, just help me get this. Excuse me. So he's like, he knows that he was getting the finger pointed at him as the first suspect as being the live-in boyfriend in this apartment complex, and they had they had gotten the perpetrator, or whatever the term is, fast. I don't know why my nails are so dirty. My aloe plant is dead. I am really disappointed. I must have overwatered it or something. But I see the treatment when George Floyd or any of these men are saying, I can't breathe, and people are like, he can't so breathe, or else he wouldn't have been able to speak. It's like, no, he's dying. He knows he's dying. Like, all of these women and men and blacks being killed, and then that guy shoots people. That white kid shoots people, walks up with his hands up, and the police just ignore him. He has a gun in his hand. They just let him go. He goes back to his home state, and then later on, like, oh, I guess we should go bust that guy. Like, the perpetrator is literally, the bad guy is turning himself in with the smoking gun in hand. And all these black people are saying, it's him, he just shot a bunch of people. and they're yelling. And the police was like, go on, sir, go on home. And it's like these white criminals, these white young men, they take them out to Denny's, get a pie and a coffee, and say, let's talk. You know, they don't stick their foot on their necks or put a gun through their hearts. They're catering to them. And this is the video. I'm in an anti-racism group. And I don't know where it started from, but when the protests were going on, something happened, something started, and these people the protesting started, and this group formed, but then it was like a birth workers group, I don't know, and then all of a sudden it's like this group, and then it's all of a sudden, if you're not a person of color, you need to pay a monthly fee, and we want those people to talk. So there's like classes, there was like white savior classes like I was attending, I was trying to read the curriculum and stuff, and then I'm just like, am I even supposed to participate? Because this woman, it's like she's trying to pull out of these white women, how does this make you feel, or did you read this, I watched this video, how does it make you feel, do you feel like you have any problems in this area, or how can you be supportive? Or she was talking all last week about tone, do not listen to a person of color, especially a female of color, because of the tone of their voice. It's really good thinking, but she's asking the white people to respond. And in my own mind, I'm thinking as a black person, yeah, everyone's like, shh, you're too loud, or you're too this, or you're, and it's just like, why not I just call myself angry black woman? And I tell this over and over again. I wish I could credit who this is, probably on Facebook, this person saying, hey, we as black women especially are not heard our whole lives. We're being told, shh, we don't want to hear your opinion. We don't care. Your opinion doesn't matter. Or look at you, wearing tight clothes, having a bunch of kids or whatever. That's a culture, to having a bunch of kids. What about Muslims? What about Catholics? Is someone going to be like, oh, look at that white Catholic family with 6 kids? Oh, that woman had 5 of those kids before she was 18, and she has, one, she was cheating on her husband, but they don't use birth control, and you could look and say, oh, look, they all look the same, they all look like blonde hair, whatever, look cute. Oh, she must take care of herself, she's been blessed, look how young she looks with all those kids. I was like, she had the kids when she was 12, and people will judge it, but they won't think of how they knew anything about this family based on the way they look, the house, they could live in, they have white people living in multi-million-dollar houses that are on literal month-to-month welfare and food stamps. And they may or may not count your assets, but somehow they're able to pay their mortgage, And I know that there are stories where people get inheritance, or somebody buys them a house, or maybe they're rent to own, or some neighborhoods, a $1 or $2 million house, you could still be living below the poverty rate. Certain areas that 2-3 bedroom 1 bathroom house might be $1 million. I can understand that too, but there's people that are getting like away with stuff. But yeah, I just want to say that these people were like, let's see if I don't know what CFS is. I have to call my supervisor. I'm gonna call my supervisor right now. I swear to God. Let me pause this. Anyways, I wanted to say something about them saying we are talking loud because we are passionate about the situation and the thing. We have feelings and educated, and we're knowing what we're talking about, and we're so used to our voices being shut up that it's like we might over speak or say, hey, I gotta get this out, let me speak. And it's like I myself, I could have the cure or prevention for cancer. I could have a whole bunch of things I'm not allowed to say. As a doctor, I'm not allowed to say it. I'm not allowed to put out products that claim something and they're not FDA approved. I don't have the funds to go get something FDA approved. If I had the funds to get something FDA, the stuff that I have up here, and I've written down some formulas I'm using on myself, my literal guinea pigs and all that, if I had some funding and I could do research and go into lab, I studied in research. I didn't get the certificate, but I studied as much research as I could in med school. Let me make this phone call. Hi, this is Mia. I just spent 30 minutes on the phone with my supervisor. Apparently, he's been getting yelled at, and apparently, I was the only one who transmitted my cases yesterday. I didn't even do my timesheet for pizza. I fell asleep. It was a holiday. I do my other video. I was crying about the holiday and all this. But I got an hour now. I gotta leave in less than 2 hours. My sweat, it just stinks. Let me go get some of my food. I gotta wash this actually. I don't know what was in here. It looks nasty. Let me get some of my, I got a fake turkey sandwich, raw vegan. Let me go get that out and try it on the video. This shirt's for sale. It's one of my favorite, and missing the like fake leather strap. I washed it like the first time, like 2-3 years, probably 3-4 years ago. These are my clothes. I got this from Walmart for $3 something. It's not even cotton, I don't think. It might be it's probably not even cotton. I usually, it's only 55 Moldal and spandex, 55 cotton. I usually don't like to get part cotton stuff. And then the socks are hiking socks. I have 2 pairs. I don't know where the other ones are not here right now. Let me get some of this food. My aloe is dying too. Alright, so I have my condiments that I don't want to put it there. This is driving me crazy. I feel really anxious, guys. Like, I'm not even lying. Like, that conversation and these texts, like, can't they have a freaking holiday where we have Black Friday, like, have a holiday with our, this is fake turkey. I don't even know what this is. It's supposed to be coconut. Okay, so, oh, I didn't even show it to you. There's a glare on it. Oh, I had to clean my phone off. I got this little washer I'm working on. Here, I gotta throw this. That's the one thing about having that thing, is I could set this down. So it's like coconut meat and lettuce, and so they give you the bread separate. I have kind of bread like this, these wraps. There's very little food, really. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, considering like each of these, I think there's actually 12 items. I thought there was 10. I think there's 12 items, so it's like $10 a piece. So if you don't eat something and it goes bad, or it's nasty, or it's got something you don't like, you're wasting $10 every time you throw it away. So that phone call was 30 minutes of stress, and them saying that this guy only has like 5 workers or something, or I don't even know what's going on. Apparently, the census, we don't get much information as workers, but we're doing cases of people that already did their freaking census. So it's like, God help me. Why am I working that freaking job? And they assigned me to some job out in my county. Oops, I just dropped it. Alright, let's give this a try. Thank you, God, for this food. In Jesus' name, amen, amen. Thank you for this food that keeps our bodies fine and helps us to be happy and healthy all day long. Bon appetit. That was the one from the Air Force Base. They did like a little prayer. This is messy because of the liquid aminos. So I'm going to take a bite of this Thanksgiving sandwich the day after. It's Black Friday. It's pretty good. There's something in it that tastes like, there's tomato. There's something in it that tastes like, kind of like a BLT. It's chewable. Sometimes I get something that's, you can't bite, like the eggplant sandwiches of BLT. Raw BLT. Eggplant, bacon, lettuce, marshmallow. I had to make some BLTs and show it to you guys. On my Facebook today, I had the 2 chocolates. One was cinnamon on top, or was it coconut sugar? Something like that. I don't know. One with sesame seeds on it. It was one of my raw chocolate creations. I was supposed to sell in my store. I didn't have a commercial kitchen. Anyways, that phone call was so stressful. So right before that phone call, I was talking to you about being blamed or being treated poorly. I don't want to save half of this. Let's see if I can break it in half. One part's got all the fake meat, and the other part is just the bread. Let me just tear it in half and see it. It would be better if I cut it. There's not going to be much left. Okay, I just demolished this. Like, I squeezed all of the fake meat out. I should just eat it all. I don't have to worry. This was sitting out too long. The tomatoes make sandwiches taste good. I guess that's why we put them on hamburgers. I got a towel on my lap and stuff falling all over the place. Okay. That made a huge mess. I just wanted I'm trying to be like, I need to get up and get some plastic wrap right now. That's what I'm gonna do. So, I'm trying to think happy thoughts. I'm trying to think good thoughts. I was telling my partner, it's like a holiday. I have to work. It might do me some good to work and get out and get away from this neighborhood. Here's what's left in the bowl. I'll just squeeze out of the sandwich. So I have the rag liquid amino and a little bit of the bread. It tastes good with the lettuce and whatever kind of fake mayonnaise or. I used to make foods like this more often. I thought med school was hard because you're studying, you're in school, you're studying, but real life is hard. I'm having a hard time. I'm doing this work, hustling like this because I don't get paid to be a doctor and I don't get clients and patients. Well, I do have them in the insurance refusal. I have a stack of refusals. They want the chart notes. I just gotta get off my butt and send this stuff in. I was getting stuff done with my business. And I was applying for jobs, but my bank account was dwindling down. But applying for jobs and doing interviews and driving all over and trying to get close for an interview was taking about the time for marketing and all that. So, and then unemployment, you had to look for work. You could get 2 or 3 job interviews. You gotta, I was driving all over the state. I was doing interviews on Zoom. And between that and my doctor's appointments and all that, I wasn't getting as much done. I still have a couple of treatment plans I have to share with some people. I don't even know why I was using my phone right now. Anyways, looks pretty good. That little sandwich, I mean, it could be worth $10, and you're not paying a tip and you're paying, I thought I was paying $36 shipping. I looked, it was $69. You gave me $15 discount on shipping, which is ludicrous. I thought they were going to give me, I said, oh, I paid over $30 for shipping. He probably just split that in half. I was like, actually, I paid $69 in shipping. You guys need to. I've been eating it. Some of this food is giving me loose stool. My sweat stinks. I've been feeling stressed out. This job is not giving me much of a holiday, even though I have some days off because I just had, it's not necessarily days off, it's more like I'm not able to drive for over 5 hours for the job today because I have another appointment, I have another obligation, or I'm not going to go knock on doors on a holiday. It's just weird. Pereira. I like to lick the bowl without licking the bowl. Sorry, that's gross. Attachments. Happy Thanksgiving. Let's put this back in the inbox. Ooh, my glasses are filthy. Okay. I usually talk too much, but if I have to go out of the county, is this even recording? I usually talk too much, but right now I'm like, excuse me, I'm like, you know what? This is the county I work. Let's see. Let's flip through real fast. We got hotels, retreats, beach houses, bed and breakfast, seafood restaurants, beer places, shops, huh. I was like, I wonder if that's my ex-boyfriend's, or my boyfriend's ex-wife's place. There's a nice picture of an African-American woman. The one thing about being out here, not in all places, you'll be out in the boondocks, and you have a 50% chance of seeing a person of color. And they're usually really light, so maybe mixed kids or something. In some places I am at, you can go miles and miles, and you might see someone at a gas station that's Middle Eastern, or you might go through a town where there's migrant workers. Paddleboard, that looks fun. Equestrian, golf. There's a boat, work boat, hunting. Is that turkey? Is that goose? Looks like goose. Fishing. Live music. Festivals. Weddings and events. It's like an article, or I think it's a state location. Event venues. Wedding. Oh my god, I can't even speak. Maria's Love. There's a few pictures with African Americans in this. In Oregon, I don't see that. Or certain places, I don't see that. Like, people, you'll look at their website, and there's even, like, doctors, you won't see it. This crab cake thing looks good. Let me show you the picture. Oh my god. It sounds like what I was eating, but not. This reminds me of the salmon patties. Let me talk about the salmon patties, and then I'll think about if I can make it. fake vegan raw. So salmon patties. Mom would take a can of salmon, the one with the bones in it, and she'd mix that with, would she mix it with cracker crumbs? Crushed, I think she rolled them out, Ritz, or not Ritz Cracker. She wouldn't use Ritz. I think she used the saltine, the brand name ones. And she must have put egg, salmon, and crushed crackers together and made patties with them. But I just feel like she just fried them with margarine. I don't know if she used. I didn't see her use. She had Crisco, but I don't know what she used that for. I don't remember vegetable oil. I remember a lot of margarine. Anyway, she made these, I guess, in a pan and flipped them over. Oh, she'd put chopped onions. I don't think she made patties, hamburger patties with, she'd fry hamburger patties and then she'd put that in the oven. And same thing, egg, no breadcrumbs, no cracker crumbs. She, as far as I remember, she'd do egg, hamburger, and onions chopped, like dice or whatever. They're like slivers on it. She'd cook those and then put those in the oven with, pour a can of soup, mushroom soup. I don't know if she mixed the soup with water. Maybe mix. I feel like if I was doing it and lazy, I'd put the water, because it's condensed soup, mix it in the thing and then put it in. I feel like it would bubble up. I like that. And she had onions and everything. Macaroni and cheese. I used to be like, oh, they're so slimy. I like onions in the McDonald's sandwich with the pickle. That's like the only time I liked onions and pickle. But I feel like I want to cook, and I've got to leave in less than 2 hours, and it's kind of a bummer, you know. But like I said earlier, if I have oh, it's just an ad. I thought I was gonna get a cute. My boyfriend reads my text. He's like, oh heck no. I just told him that I was tired of being in the house and not being able to be myself as an adult. Like I wasn't able to watch what I want. I didn't want to be criticized. I don't want to be able to speak my mind or not speak my mind the way that I wanted. It's not fair, man. Let me pause this for a minute. Alright, so I have the I wasn't gonna do this. I have the washer set up already in the shower. This portable washer. And I have put this stuff away. Probably wear this today. Just set it on the bed. Everything is a mess, guys. And then I went to recycling yesterday. I still have a lot of stuff. I got stuff in boxes in the clubhouse. This is my first time joining a store club, and they have the, listen to me, I don't even look. And this is not a shelf bra top, which I like. I saw fuzz flying towards my bowl. I had the boxes because they don't give you bags, so I had to deal with that. I haven't even seen my iPad. Is it even? I don't even think I charged it. So I'm trying to think positively about I'm trying to think positively about my day and take my boyfriend's suggestion. Some days I say I'm going to take my boyfriend's suggestion for a week about his intuitions and what's coming to him while he meditates. And I'll be like, oh my God, you know, like I'm not listening to him. I'm mad. You know, he's not acting right. He's not speaking right and all this stuff. And I'll be like, really? Like, Mia, you are, introduce song. Listen item. Okay, so this is a chop size medium. You know what, let's go back. Yeah, I definitely need to charge this. Okay, so let's go to home and let's say chops medium. Orange woman's long. I'll just say woman long. Remember, you guys, I used to watch Sophia, My Great Challenge. I used to talk about her. I used to talk about Rusty 78609. I used to talk about there's a whole bunch of different shirts. I don't see them on. Oh, that one's cute. Okay, so these aren't even that brand. So we need it's a $7.99. Someone's got one. I just had to stick with this. So this person's got the spot. I have to stick with it. It's $5.40 shipping. Oh my gosh, where is okay? So saw one like this. This is not the same shirt. I don't even know if it's the right size. Sometimes you can't do the copy over. But yeah, I was talking about people that I was watching. I've been talking about Full Spectrum Survival. I watched it 3 years ago, and they showed his wife that shaved her head. And 3 years ago, 2 years ago or 3 years ago, they bought a cabin that was actually a trailer. Or sorry, not a trailer. A shed, 12 by 20 or I think it was 12 by 20. So I added up about 260 or something square feet. And then they said recently that they had added turned another something around and connected it to that. So they had a trail, or I keep calling it a camper, or I'm used to watching people in RVs. They had a mini house. Let's call it a mini house. They had a front porch that came like that. They had windows. They had a kitchen area. I don't know their bed area. They had a loft up here at the ladder. They showed recently on their live show, and they had a loft over here. And they had like a kid like this, like an older kid, and then a little tiny one. So I've been watching the Brad and Kelly Homestead. I don't remember what their channel is called, but there's a Brad and Kelly one, and then their sister channel is Full Spectrum Survival. And it's pretty interesting just because sometimes like, oh, it's nice that your wife's on there, oh, that'll help women to want to be prepared and stuff, but sometimes like, oh, it's nice that you let your wife, this way, like, maybe she's in charge, like maybe she's what the heck happened to the camera? It's upside down, right? Like, she's in charge, like maybe she, like, I'll just say that because she's a woman, like maybe she needs no permission from him. Maybe she's saying, maybe she's directing the video. She's filming him when he's alone on the camera. I always think about, they're like, oh, it's nice that you let your wife do this or that, this and that's. Like, how do you know what's? I'm just gonna take 2 pictures of the back. So do one. Oops, my hand's in the way. I'm gonna do one like that. Unfortunately, there's a hole in the wall right there. My usual spot is over there. It all looks horrible. Man, oh man, that looks horrible. Let's see where the machine wash directions. This is gonna go in a bag soon. We're gonna do machine wash. It's a medium, 100% cotton, made in China. And machine wash. Remove detachable accessories in them. Cold, gentle, light colors, non-chlorine, remove promptly, tumble dry low, warm iron. Okay. So we're gonna sit here, and this is one of my favorite shirts. It's been washed. It's just been sitting in a bag or in a dresser, like a bag for my eBay stuff. And I wish I could show you guys. Oh shoot, the main photo is, it didn't take the picture. Okay, I gotta take another picture of the front. Okay, so throw this away. I kept moving. You guys saw me moving around. I missed this meeting from yesterday, 2 weeks in a row. Oh my god. Last week I was working. Yesterday I was just in such a bad mood. I didn't go to my meeting. So I'm gonna turn this off. This video off. Okay, let me get it nice and clear and not move. Ooh, this sunlight it's too much. It's overexposed. Let's see if I actually got the picture. Looks like I got it this time. I kept turning the thing around or something. So I'm going to move this picture over. Looks like another one got that same problem. So let me move this to the first picture. It's taking a minute. So let me move this over. Let's see if I can move it. Okay. There we go. Let's make that main picture. And then I got a picture of the curtain. So let's delete that. So when I was watching Sophia on My Great Challenge, she had been that type of person that would motivate me. Just even hearing her voice was relaxing, would guide me into feeling. And that sandwich was good, guys, by the way. It would make me feel like that I could get the energy to do stuff, because she was like working full time and had, I don't know, she had her kids, and her husband he has a certain job that he kept getting laid off. She got laid off. She's got laid off once or twice. She's got laid off. Selling stuff from Etsy. She's doing a great job with her videos. She's doing a great job with her cooking and cleaning. She's doing a great job cleaning and decluttering her house. She's doing a great job selling stuff on Etsy and Facebook Marketplace. And I am kind of envious. And I used to watch more. I watch pretty much. I've only been watching my old shows. I was watching was Craigslist Hunter. I stopped watching that one guy because he was anti-Biden. I know he's a gun supporter, but he has to look at other things. Some people are questionable. I don't want to necessarily judge somebody because of their political affiliation. Like this other guy was a person of color, but he didn't like women, and he was really what is that where the men go and they don't talk to women anymore. I forget what it's called. They just like, if they want sexual activity, they use prostitutes. And they just, like this guy in particular, I kept watching his videos, and he would just talk about how his friend got screwed over by his ex-wife and having to do the child support or whatever, and that he was broke, and that this guy didn't want kids or anything. And what kind of neck is that? It's like, let's say round neck. So it turns it into a V-neck when there's, isn't it even a V-neck? Let's see. If it had the laces on it, it would be a. I'm gonna do custom. I'm gonna do round yet V neck. That sounds really crazy. I'm gonna say add that, because you get custom long sleeve cotton. So I gotta change the manufacturer's location. Excuse me, sports. So this is not button. I'm gonna say missing lace, or missing. Let's say lace. Lace up. I don't think it's a sports. I'm gonna just put casual. What is classic? I'm just gonna put classic because I don't necessarily think it's a sports shirt. So that I took a jersey. Let's say, would you say that it's knit fabric? I always think it's knit. This is somebody else's template. So sleeve type just disappeared. I'm gonna say China. So I watched all these videos over my life, and mainly from 2004, or sorry, not 2000, 2016 on, because I had some life events. And this is somebody, oh shoot. So if you type in your own and you don't select it right, it'll just keep it the same. So I want actual orange, not burnt orange. And then fabric wash, it's going to be gold. I think it's low, right? I'm supposed to memorize. So every time I look at the tag, I try to memorize everything in the tag. Oh my gosh. Between my glasses being all fogged up. Tumble dry low. Cold wash. Dry low. Iron. MED. Okay, so you want to actually push the plus sign. So this machine is working very slow. Sleeve type, that's what I wanted to do. I'm going to say, it's just a long sleeve, so I don't need to put that. I'm going to just scroll through and make sure that there's nothing strange. Solid color. Okay, so it's not really a blouse. Required stand. Let's see if there's another choice. Button up. Okay, let's just say done. That's done. Now I'm going to scroll down to my store category and I'm going to put women's clothes. I wanted the word women's clothing because that was grammatically irritating me. So description, shipped with first class, I'll say see photos for details. The little faux suede, oh no, suede, did I spell that right? Suede. Suede, no, I did not. The faux suede, what did I call it? Strap? Not strap. Lace up. Is missing. Was brown. Can be replaced. I'll just say contact me with any questions. Oh my god, I just accidentally changed the I accidentally made it bold. Me with any questions. And then I usually put right under it, but I'll put under here. Thanks for your interest. Sometimes I would put happy holidays. If you put contact you with any questions, I think that when I first started out, I got a lot of messages about the size. You see, I should measure armpit to armpit. I should measure from here to here. I should measure maybe the shoulders even. Really should. Maybe even the sleeve length. But I'm not doing it right now. Does it say size medium? Okay. So I'm going to go to the payment. They have it on auction at $260, so we're going to change it to, they charge me for offer or for that now. They used to give me like so many, like 100 auctions. Trending price is $10.50. So we'll change it. We'll put it up to like $12.99. And then we'll offer, yes, $1 or more just to get someone's feet wet. 9 ounces, so they'll pay between $5.30 and $5.75. I'm going to go ahead and change it to 10. I'm estimating it might be less, but packaging costs a lot, so we just want to, you really should weigh it, but I have to do my laundry and stuff. So it's recommending first class. So you want to double check, is it going to be a pound? Because then it could go up to at least $8.90 for the flat rate envelopes. So I do the padded. I don't know why I put closed and padded envelope. 3 days handling time. So you want to scroll through when you use someone else's template. So it's clothing, stores, shoes and accessories, women's clothing, okay. And then you check the brand. So I changed a couple of things. It was made in China, not the other place. And you want to check the price, and you want to check shipping because it does the global shipping too. You want to check shipping because you don't want to end up and you want to check your photos. I had something that was very important that shouldn't be on that doesn't need to be on eBay, and it had uploaded itself, or I took the pictures of this thing, and the thing was open to take pictures, the eBay app instead of my camera app. And so you always want to check that. This is pretty easy. Before, I think I didn't have the app on my old phone, so I think I was taking the pictures with my phone and then sending them or connecting the phone to the computer or whatever, and then doing the thing on the computer. And I don't know, it was like a mess. But I was selling maybe $1,000 worth a year, and all of this stuff that I sell are clothes that I got for myself that I've worn, or clothes that I got for myself and didn't ever wear intentionally, buy them for myself and my kids, or I wore and they didn't fit, or I wore it, tried it on, and it wasn't my style maybe after like 3 years. So this stuff isn't new. And then what would happen? So I'm not a reseller yet, so I should become a reseller. This is pretty stressful talking about this. Hold on. So I got some bread bags. They already have the suffocation warning on the label. And so now it's the time of the day where I just have to get the heck out of the house. So I have this bag. I feel guilty about doing the right thing right now. I feel like so guilty, guys. And you could fold it better than I'm doing right now. But it's like you just ate. It's like you don't want to have any food on your face that you transfer. And then you're like, oh shoot, now it has a stain. And you kind of can fold it a certain way, and it's not perfect because I didn't want to lay it on my personal items on my bed, so I just did it like that. I could have folded it on this chair. I do it like that to just try to look for any issues with wrinkling. I just steam ironed this, by the way. It had been sitting on that trunk over here, and that had been, like I said, in the dresser clean. And so I don't even have the tape. I think it's in the car. So, oh my God. So let's just get some big tape. I need another roll of Scotch little tape, so that's going to be on my to-do list. And your tape, if it's static clingy, you got to be careful. Like, there's something on the tape, which is gross. It's like dust, dander. If I was carrying this tape around for my other job, or carrying tape around in order to, you know what, I'm just going to tear this. I was carrying tape around sometimes if I package something up in the car. Like, say I do this, and you want to check, speaking of static thing, this is too much tape because it makes it hard to take this apart. It'll be really hard to take it apart to double check that there's no hair and anything. This tape will tear the bag, so the Scotch tape will just come right off. Well, this is Scotch tape, but the little tape will come right off. This is going to have to go in, I guess I need a bag. Like, I have 2 shirts. There's another shirt. This needs to go somewhere. What am I going to do? I was going to I was gonna use this bag. I was cleaning out the crock pot. I'm going to just get a I had some new Target bags, or like new like cleaning, like I didn't recycle it for my lunch. Let's see if I can find this. That's some Target bags. Let's bring it over. Let's see what kind of junk I found while I was cleaning yesterday. So I was cleaning out recycling, and I need to prove to the world that I can be clean. So I have 2 shirts. These bags are also staticky, so be careful. We have mail. Oh, this is from the other day. We have mail. We have other bags. We have a Kohl's receipt. I have my toothpaste. The preppers told me to get 4 months worth of toothpaste. I have this medication that's empty. I don't know why that's in there, to tell you the truth. Alright, so this was from last week. It was actually from like 2 weeks ago. It was from like last week. So I did buy these face masks. Oh, I forgot to give my boyfriend a face mask. This face mask. Okay, so we have these brand. I don't know. They said triple ply, so that's what I'm looking for. I was going to put this stuff in here. Here's the mail. Here's a Target receipt. Toothpaste. So it's just cluttered on the bed now. But the clothes are in the bag. And I don't have any place to put that. I got a crate to put all this stuff in. And the crate ended up being, it smells like burnt. It smells like cigarette smoke mixed with plastic. So that was an eBay item. My prices are kind of high. Sometimes I put it on auto, whatever it reduces the price down 10% after 10 days or something until it gets to like $4 or something. But you can do that and get surprised and be like, oh my gosh, I just sold a shirt I try to get $13 for. Trending price is $10.50. So if the trending price is $10.50 and you put $12.99, especially if you know you like I saved that shirt because I didn't want to wear it because it was so nice. Because it's my favorite color. It's not nice like a blouse, but it's my favorite color. If they see others for $9, $10, $11, $7, they're going to offer you $10 or $8, and you counter for $10. They may or may not buy it, or you may do an offer and they don't pay you, which I have no sales in like 2-3 months, like literally. Like I got a sale that nobody paid, and it still shows it as a $21 sale, or I don't know. So I gotta hustle. I have a pack of stuff that I want to ship. I have some videos. I took some of the smaller boxes to the recycling. I said, Mia, just get rid of all of the clutter. People always say, oh, you're messy. Oh, we come to your place to do an inspection in your home, less than 24-hour notice. Well, when you see it clean, when I have 48 hours a week, it's still going to be cluttered because I have a lot of stuff. But when you give me you give me like 3 hours or 17 hours and we're doing other work and you pull stuff out and move stuff around. We had a leak. We moved it from here to over there, and they've never recovered from that. And then I filled this up with medical supplies. And I'm like, am I crazy? I keep looking at my poor dead plant. And I'm like, why do I have so many medical supplies? I thought I was going to have a ton of patients. I thought I was going to be given COVID tests outside of people's houses. And that I would need full gear, that I would need these. I just showed you my gowns. Anyways, there's a package of yellow gowns. They're probably right behind you somewhere. You know, there's something in my heart that's saying this COVID thing is getting to be something else, right? It's going to be something that you're not expecting. Nobody's expecting anything. The second wave, the flu season, like who knows if it's going to mutate with the flu and you'll have like a sci-fi movie where there's 20 years of chaos. Like that could happen. Civil wars and burning up factories. Like I hope that doesn't happen. You watch sci-fi, sometimes you watch crazy stuff on TV that's fake or crime mysteries that already happen. So you hope that that doesn't actually happen. Like you kind of get it out of your system. That sounds bad. Like someone said that about pornography. You just get it out of your system, and then you don't have it feel like that you're cheating or something. Somebody said, sorry I said that. Okay. Don't shoot the messenger. But, something told me during Ebola outbreaks, get some protective gear to your doctor. I was doing births. They didn't provide protective gear, and I was like, what can I do for myself? Like, why don't I have the booties and the hair thing and the gloves that go up to my shoulders? That's what you'd use in a birth tub. But people have diseases. I mean, they could be HIV positive. They could have HIV. They could have HIV as soon as they get pregnant. HIV test in Oregon, syphilis. What else? I don't even know. I know you're required to do syphilis, but I'm pretty sure you're required to do HIV. What if they catch HIV after they're pregnant? You look at their charts. Do they have Hep A? Do they have Hep B? Did you get blood splashed in the eye? Did you get exposed to Hep B? Did you get exposed to herpes? That's very common. Like, what? 90% of people. You know what I mean? So, I gotta leave in like an hour. Like, literally. I gotta do my laundry. I'm gonna get some final thoughts on this video. But I used to watch a lot of videos. I paused you earlier to do some laundry. I gotta do it so I can get in the shower and wash my hair. My hair is bothering me. I gotta use a different shampoo. That one's making me itchy. Like, I gotta switch the two brands out. I had a bar of shampoo, and I have 2 more types of conditioner. Well, I don't need to buy any conditioner. Or shampoo for that matter. I'm at like 4. My cup keeps squeaking. When I was in there with the video paused, I had that feeling of, remember when you watched the feuds, you said, gotta clean the house fast, and she would be like, I got company coming, I gotta put everything in baskets to put it in the basement. And then she had all these baskets of pens and all kinds of stuff. And I thought to myself, you know what? When you're at home and you couldn't work and you had inspections and when you're trying to find jobs, and that it is a job, looking for jobs 12 hours a day, like 8 hours a day, 3 hours a day, that's really stressful. And you're like, have a mess and you have stuff that you didn't wash and you meant to wash these comforters, and it's really stressful. I watched Sophia, like, oh, I'm watching her clean, I feel motivated. I don't know if I watched her 2 or 3 times. There's another video I used to watch, Cleaning 101, which was crisis cleaning, to make the, when they come in, look good. They should throw everything in the bathtub. Or the bathtub, between the bathtub and the wash. Anything in the living room goes in the washing machine, everything else goes in the bathtub. I'm like, I see myself accidentally turn it on, it's like, oh shoot, with a Game Boy and cell phone in there, oops. But I started making videos and talking myself through. I'm gonna do this next. I'm gonna make the bed. And I think my biggest issue is I really like to clean. I really like to declutter. I really like to clean, as far as cleaning goes. And like washing stuff down. I would love to get rid of all these ugly marks and get rid of these holes. I mean, that's gonna look horrible in my video, on my eBay store. I mean, this is put together poorly and it's old. There's cracks and stuff. It's messy. But I think my biggest problem is I have too much stuff. I know that. And B, there's no room to, there's no elbow room. There's no room to walk and run across the house and be like, okay, we're gonna clear a path to the door. You know, someone's like, you need to start in one corner and move your way over. I was like, I have no room. And here's my biggest problem. I use a lot of the stuff inside of my house. And they say, have you used and worn this in years? Well, yeah. In a year, 12 months, 6 months. Have I worn that shirt since last year? No. I was wearing it last year, but I'm not wearing it now, so it's gone up for sale. Could I donate it? Yeah. Could I throw it in the trash? Yeah. But I have a store and I want to get my top rated seller status back, and I gotta do 3 months of hustling, so I'll do what I can. You know, I buy stuff used. I thought, well, I just, you know, I'll go a few months and I'll have a bunch of stuff that I have to be sold. Even brand new stuff people gave me, like, put on my door. I had some, like, infinity scars. I wish I had all that for my personal self, but I said, you know what? Sometimes I had to do a symbol of decluttering, not hoarding. It's a mental illness, not just hoarding because you're like, oh, I'll get to that. Like a mental illness, you feel like it's important and it's value and you cannot throw it away. And the OCD, some people OCD clean, some people OCD hoard. Being a survivalist, thinking of, oh, I'm a notary, oh, I'm a doctor, oh, I work this job. Like every job has its own huge duffel bag of uniforms and equipment and computers and different things that I need, literally, in order to do the job. Different shoes I have to wear. So I'm at that place right now where I'm like, I need to do like a professional organizer. So I put some wall shelves up, and even if that just keeps it off the floor, you can go through the notary stack and be like, give them like a crate that says notary and put everything in there. And could it be things like I got a car, I just take the whole box to the car, you know. You can go through it every couple months and declutter stuff, you know. I got it for notary. I got to get a laser printer. Why didn't I get one in the first place? So that was stupid. Why? Because I was running low on money. Yeah, that was really stupid. What else? I need to go empty the laundry. I'm gonna give a final thought. But yeah, it sucks going through your clothes. I mean, like, yeah, I wore this, I wore this, I wore this. Like, the one thing I didn't wear that long was my leather skirt. That's one of my, like, that's like my fur coat of clothing. I think it's cold. You're just like a cowgirl again for Halloween. That's like my, and that one is actually I think I did put it up for sale. Didn't sell it. I think it's wrapped up. I think I did put it in a bag. I don't know if I folded it up, but I'm pretty sure that I did put that leather dress up for sale. That's one of my prize thrift store finds. I eat mostly vegan, but I get a lot of used leather because I feel like I get it and it lasts almost forever. Let me pause you. Hi. I just told myself that I'm at my wit's end. I'm really thirsty too. I'm at my wit's end. Life on life's terms is kicking me in the butt. Like my boyfriend said, that me and my kids are safe and healthy. I ate those nuts, got a headache by the way. I'm able to hustle. But I can see where I cleaned the floor over there. It's like, it almost looks like there's footprints on the part I didn't clean, and the part I cleaned is all shiny and reflective. I know I had to leave in an hour. It's a 4-hour shift. I think last time was it 5.5? No, I think it was only 4. So I mean, an hour of it is driving to the one site and getting back to headquarters, and an hour of it it's picking up trash, and then 2.5 hours to shut down. So I was looking at that, break it down that way. I feel like it's gonna do me some good to get out there, get outside. It looks like it's gonna rain actually. We'll look at the forecast. I don't have any closing thoughts except that I felt like I'm at my wit's end and I felt like I can't handle it. I used to have, too many days off. You guys noticed I was doing work for my business, and then I end up getting a bunch of jobs, and I get these jobs, and it's like, too much work on holidays. It's always some crappy, low-paying, entry-level, gotta work on holiday, but it's like, I try to tell myself, you know what, Mia, you're already not doing anything at holidays. The kids don't want to do anything. You try to go on vacation with the kids. What do? They want to sit in the hotel and play with the device, the cell phone, and the Game Boy. It's like they didn't want to go out. They would go out to the water once, maybe twice. Like one time we had to wait for the room to be clean, so we were out on the water with a rabbit in the cage, a carrier, and then we were out. I went out to the beach 2 or 3 times by myself, including at night. It was scary. Yeah, there's not even gonna rain. 59 degrees. It's gonna be nice out when my gates close. And on Saturday, same thing. Oh, daggone it. 59 degrees is pleasant. Partly cloudy, low 46. That's not gonna be till later. It's not even that cold. Oh, that's tomorrow. No, it's Friday. It's today. What's tomorrow? Saturday. Where's Saturday at? I just keep saying Friday. Saturday, 59:38. I don't see the hourly. It's like a big ad in the way. I just can't see anything. 38 Saturday night, but that's not gonna be till later. 59. 63 today, and then Sunday. Oh shoot, my phone that thing up. Oh, that's a dang shame. It done overflowed, but it didn't overflow. It has the overflow hole that it just leaked. Oh my god. Note to self. So one of my clothing thoughts, do not leave some of your appliances unattended. B, let's see, where's the mail coming today? Okay. Uh-oh, I hear something in there. Anyways, I'm gonna shut the thing. I'm gonna get my external hard drive, and I gotta clean off my phone so that I can't do much of anything, pictures or anything, recordings. Everything is filled up. So I'm gonna do that now. I'm gonna go into my meeting, and then as soon as this is done, I'll clean up, take a shower, wash my hair. I'm not looking forward to today. It's a closing job. I like opening. I don't know if I'm restless. The one psychic thought that I have is that I am sensing that people were used to Black Friday shopping, and that people are still getting unemployment, and you could still work part-time, and you might be getting more. If you're working like $12 an hour and you were making 40 before, you still might be getting a certain amount of unemployment, and plus your $12 an hour part-time. So there's some differences with some of us maybe having more money than we had before, and then there's that thing that says you're not going to get evicted. So all that's in less 29 days or 30 days, the 26th unemployment ends, the COVID stuff ends. There's nobody making a stimulus package. There's still stimulus stuff open for businesses and other marginalized populations or different small business, so many employees. There's still stuff, but I got a $100 loan from one company. Lame. I took the first that I could get. Someone was trying to offer me $3,000, but you can take only one loan. It's like if it's $100, that's it's too late, and the deadlines were coming up. It's like, I could shop around. They said sign this note on what's that signing thing? Note signing, online signing document thing. So that my feeling was like people were gonna want to shop, and they were gonna want to do Black Friday, and the rich are already rich, or they're running companies, or they have savings, or they're just live off of inheritance, and they're gonna just keep on buying and snatch up houses, income generating properties. And there's some poor like me that are so poor that I've never done Black Friday shopping before. I don't think I wanted to buy socks from Fred Meyer. That's about the only thing that I was going to do, and I never even did that. So there's the poor like me that's like, oh, you're not having an economic slump because you have a couple of part-time jobs, so you're going to be able to do your jobs, and so we also have the sense of being trained to, there's a lot of commercials on TV. Oh, I gotta do this. We gotta do the shopping. We gotta get the kids something. We gotta get the grandkids. I gotta get something for my spouse or my friend or my partner or my neighbor, this old lady or whoever. So I remember I used to make stuff, bread and cookies and stuff, but it's like you have this, you're trying to make stuff, or I made stuff for my relatives for years. They would say they received a thank you or anything. But that must have been real crappy. I used to make ornaments and food and all kinds of stuff. But it's like you go to do this thing where you're just like so poor, then you want to use your credit card, but maybe you max out. So I'm sensing like this urgency that you take advantage of these Black Friday sales. So I was gonna buy some socks and stuff. I need a long sleeve shirt for my job. I was like, I have one shirt I found in the drawer that's not mine that I've been wearing. Apparently, my boyfriend's got his clothes mixed up with some other woman's. So it's kind of creepy to think that it's his ex-girlfriend's clothing and socks and my, it's kind of creepy me the heck out. I got a few items that I wear, and he's probably like, I don't even remember when such and such wore. He's probably looking at me like, I notice men, they'll start to say something and then they'll be like, nah. But yeah, that's my like psychic sense, and my empath is like the urgency to still buy stuff, and then the urgency to take advantage of the sales, and just like every year I'm poor at this time, and it's like, oh, you better collect some candy bars and a couple pair of cute socks and maybe some slippers, and see if you can get a gift card, or order something to the relative's house, Amazon or something, and then you're like, you feel guilty you don't do it. You're like, at least get some cards. Well, I don't want to buy cards, so I'm just gonna make cards. Oh, stupid! You should have bought cards last January when they were on sale. Like, made all these cards, sent them out. People didn't even get them. So that's why I'm right now is I'm just dealing with my own thoughts, and then wondering what the rest of the country. Most people I know are really well off. Make a lot of money per hour, or making over 100,000 a year. That's from one person. 2 people in the household have an income. So a lot of people I know, those people have not given me a dime. They won't even send me a freaking postcard for whatever, 20 cents or 30 cents or whatever it is. But it's not about what they do. I don't give them stuff for me to get something in return. I give them something to appreciate, that I acknowledge that they're people and that I care for them. And the flip side of that, unfortunately, the reason why I bend over backwards so much, sometimes I do stuff for others so they don't have to feel like me. They don't have to go years and years and never get a Christmas card in the mail. They don't have to go years and years and not have anyone even ask if you're alive or if your kids are alive. Knowing that you have a history of homelessness, and that's they don't want to hear that I don't have a home, because they're gonna want to feel like guilty because they're not gonna give me money to go buy a toothbrush or something like that. You know what I mean? So it's like I know I was talking about like shopping and stuff, but it's like, dude, like it's one of those things where it's just like, dude, like you need to freaking feel that what is this? Your reorder with MD Supplies. I don't remember ordering anything. Let me just do a restore. A lot of people are closed today. I know the stores that sell clothing and food are open, but this is a really long video. I'm just gonna upload it. Saying just comfort, job, economy, Black Friday. As far as I know, I'm not gonna go and do any shopping. I want to get a bunch of socks the other day and get like, okay, I'm going to just divide up a couple packs of socks so you won't even get a bag of socks. Like, there's 2 for my son and 2 for my boyfriend, 1 or 2 for my daughter, and maybe 1 for me. I was going to get a pair of 87-cent socks, but they are polyester. 1 for me and 1 for my daughter, matching Christmas socks. I can't do site to store, so then it's like I have to pay at least $8 shipping for 87 cents worth of socks, and it's like, oh god. That's not worth and they're not even cotton. They're cute, but I might as well just get some wool blend or cotton. If that's the case. Peace, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and post this